And now, without further ado, cue the famous Nani's Veggie Posole recipe. Enjoy. Okay, I just wanted to cover some ingredient highlights so I don't have to explain it when I'm sauteing quickly, and this way you have the 411 beforehand. Okay, so this is the chili. I'm going to make the Veggie Posole. And this is the chili that I use. I get it at the Mexican store, or Latin market, whatever, or the international. This is small, so it's about the size of my hand. It is 1 ounce. This is what I opened today, and that is 4 ounces by weight, and it's about a cup by volume. So this is what it came in, and I use California because it's mild. And New Mexico is hot. So if you want heat, get this. If you want it just to have a mild base flavor, then you get this. Okay. The cumin is really important in this. It provides a background note. Cumin is very good for you, and it's good for your gut, and it's got a lot of other benefits. Okay, this I wanted to say something about. This is Mexican oregano. This is not the Greek. This is not the Italian. This is not the stuff you put on your pizza. If you look, see here the little flowers and leaves and stems. That's Mexican oregano. And then you get it, and then you crush it to release the oils, and then that will go into the pot with the onions, because spices and dried herbs need to be bloomed in the beginning in a hot pan or with the oil, like with the onions. Okay, I'll get into the veggies as we go. But that's celery and onions, carrots, the aromatics, and that's zucchini and cooked potatoes. So all my soups start with this, and we'll get into the stuff that makes it different. This is better than bouillon. This is a paste. This is the seasoned vegetable base. This comes in all kinds of different flavors. It comes in chicken, and it comes in beef. It comes in veggie chicken and veggie beef and veggie garlic, and there's a lot of flavors. But this is the big jar, and I suggest this for the best deal. And I buy good salt. I buy salt from the French coast of Normandy, and this is Sal Colima from the Baja coast. Okay, we're going to go over there and just talk about a couple more things. Okay, these are the beans that are going to go in, and there are 2 cans of dark red kidney beans, rinsed and drained. Okay, drained well. And this right here is just a can of diced tomatoes. They are too chunky for me, so I'm going to blend them. And what I put in there was a little bit of this McKay's dried bouillon. This is a Mexican technique where they put the Nor Suiza in there, and they'll put 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. I'm putting in 2. And if you wanted to sneak some onion, without your family knowing about it, this is where it would go in. And now I'm going to blend it, and you'll see that afterwards. Okay, we're going to start the soup now. This pan is hot. Okay, it's on about medium heat. So we're going to do a couple of rounds of avocado oil. I use the chosen brand. That's why I know I'm getting avocado oil. And go the aromatics. So this is celery and onion. Right? That's about 2 cups of onions and about 1.5 cups of celery. This is about 2 cups of carrots. This is the part where we're going to add the dried spices. So this is the oregano. I've already crushed it in my fingers. This is the one I was telling you about a little earlier that I want to explain the ingredients. It needs to hit the hot pan, the dry hot pan, or with oil. That's fine too. But it needs to bloom. That's what we're doing. We're blooming dried spices. And this is the cumin. So, you see I just dusted it. That's about I don't know, teaspoon and a half maybe. You can add a little more, a little bit less. Up to you. Give that a toss. Okay, now we're just going to wait and we're going to let them soften a little bit before we add anything else. These we're going to cook in layers. Oh, one more thing. We add a little bit of salt right here. That's the good salt I showed you. The reason behind that is because this way salt will draw out moisture, and this will draw out the juices in these veggies. Okay, so it'll start to make its own broth. That's why it's called aromatic vegetables, and or otherwise known in French culinary terms as the mirepoix. So we'll come back in a minute. One thing I almost forgot. This is thyme, and that's a bay leaf. I tied it with a little string, but you don't have to. Normally the thyme comes on a sprig with several branches, and I throw a couple of those branches in there. But today I had it just like single sprig. So I could have just thrown in, I think I have 6, so I would just count 6 to pull out, but I had a piece of, birch's twine, so in it goes. And that is what you want in there too. Give more flavor while it simmers and the vegetables get tender, and that's what we're after right now. Just to show you, I have a little bit of these, it's mokimami. It's basically edamame, or a tiny bit of this left, so that goes in. Right. And I have a little tiny bit of peas. So, those are going in. That's what I meant. Just check your freezer, see what you have. Okay. Real quick, just wanted to get in here. So I'm chopping up my garnishes for the soup, and I'm chopping green onion and cilantro. So I just want to say, this is just a tub that I had left over, and I use it to fill it with water, and I put my cilantro and parsley in here like they're flowers. And you do the same thing with asparagus. And look how beautiful. They've been here for well over a week, and they're in excellent condition. Big, beautiful, and lush. Okay, that's my keep fresh tip. Okay, the vegetables are tender. We've got a good rolling boil here, and there are the aromatics. I'm going to go ahead and leave them in for a bit. For the next step, and that is cabbage. This cabbage has been chopped, then washed, and trimmed. And it was about half of this big, beautiful organic cabbage. A little less than half. But you wash it after you chop it, because sometimes the dirt gets in between the leaves, and listeria and other weird things from the soil can be in there. So you want to give that a good rinse, drain it, and then you can use it. Especially if you're using it raw for, like, I don't know, coleslaw or something. So that cabbage will not take long, and you don't want that to get soggy. Next is some cooked potatoes. And this is about 2 cups, 2 russets really, cooked potatoes. And there we go. Beautiful, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the comal to heat up some tortillas, because this is gonna be ready very soon. Okay, we'll be back to plating. Okay, this is the last finishing touch. This is Follow Your Heart, and it's just shredded cheese, plant-based, and these are quesadillas. I'm going to serve them here. Everybody have a little guac on the plate. It's going to be delicious. It's going to go great with the soup. So I just cook one side, not the other, one side first, and then as soon as it's hot and soft, and I flip it over, put a little bit of this cheese, and fold. And that's all there is to it. That's how you make a quesadilla, in case you didn't know that. So it's just too easy. Okay, so we'll be back at the table in a second. Okay, we're ready to serve, and this is the dead thyme leaf. I got a couple of them. They fell apart, but that's okay. I know there's 6 of them in there. So we have the garnish here. There's lime, there's onion, green onion, and cilantro ready chopped for each plate. And we're we're gonna make some quesadillas. So we're gonna plate this up now. So here we go. That was Ziva, our Shih Tzu, Chihuahua Poodle. Okay, there's that. And here is a little tiny pinch of oregano right at the end. You can put it in the pot if you want. I think do that. Just to give it a little hit of that Mexican oregano. Okay, we'll go to the table and I'll show you there. Okay, here we go. So we got the quesadillas here, and the bowl of soup. Doesn't that look good? It's really, really, really good. I've made this a million times. So you just get some lime. Put the lime in there. And then get the herbage, the onions, and the cilantro. And you just stir that in, and you're ready to eat. So, bon appetit!